That's it then. Mine and the next best thing. The conclusion on both bikes are that they're so easy to ride. So easy. When you're actually riding this one, the pegs are a bit taller than the 800. It's dead comfy with your feet up, but you know when you put your feet down to stand, the pegs are in the way. You have to like put your feet down and then you have to put them like backwards and behind the pegs because they're just like a little bit in your way. But the riding position is lovely, and it's easier to stand up on this one than it is on the 800. You can stand up straight on this one, whereas you can't quite stand up straight on the 800. I'm 6 foot and I can stand up perfectly straight on this one, on the 1200. It's smooth in drive. It's in 5th now. We're only doing 30, it's in 6th and we're only doing 40 mile an hour. This has got the standard pipes on as well, and it sounds lovely. It sounds quite chunky when you're giving it some. I really can't get over how easy they are to ride. The torque is great on this. With the 800 you kind of have to give it a bit. It only really comes alive when it's inside the VTEC, whereas this one's just there straight away. But on that note, it's a little bit, it might seem a little bit boring because there's nothing really exciting about it. It goes like stink, don't get me wrong, but it's just there, you know. It's just torque just keeps on pulling. There's no like rush, whereas on the 8. You know, you're giving it some and then it gets into the VTEC zone above 7,000 and it really... It's a different bike then, completely different. See, look, there's no problem there with... So that just came out of nowhere, and that's in drive as well. I did override that with the... But there's no lag of anything. It's just straight there power. It's a 1200 engine, so it should be, shouldn't it? Easily stand up straight, look. That's so comfy. That is perfectly up straight. Knees are straight, arms are straight. And the 800 you can't. You're a little bit bent over. Which would I choose out of the two? I think I preferred this riding position. Oh shit, it's flashing. I haven't even checked for fuel. Shit, I hope they still run out of fuel. 23 mile left in the tank. That's alright, easy. Don't you run out on me in the middle of nowhere. That'll be a long walk back, wouldn't it? Yeah, what was I saying? So, what would I choose out of the two? I do prefer the riding position of this one. Higher bars, and it just seems more comfortable to sit on. Not that the other one isn't comfortable, but I think I prefer the excitement of the 800, and I'd most definitely prefer the headlights of the 800. You have to spend some time with them though, don't you? And see, you know, you've got to come around to liking it. Like the 800 yesterday, when I first started off, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. By the end of the day, I loved it. And it's not slow by any means. Once you're in the VTEC zone, you are good to go with anybody. Yeah, the gear changes are so smooth, you can barely even feel it. You can't feel it. I know they're not to everybody's taste, adventure bikes. Got to be easiest bikes in the world to ride, surely. This dual clutch thing as well, I thought I would hate it, and I like it, I really like it. So easy. So yeah, if you're in the market for one, if you want the excitement, go for the 800. And if you just want, you know, pure grunt, go for the 1200. Definitely more impressive performance-wise than the 800. But like I say, you don't have to do anything. You just wind it and she goes. Again, going back to how easy they are to ride. Does that make it a bit boring? I don't know. That'll be on my BUT. I want to take it to as many countries as possible. Yeah, I would like to I would like to do a big, you know, go away on one properly for a bit. Go into Europe on one, just to see, you know, how comfy it is. I mean, the VFR, man, it's a sports tourer, so it's not uncomfortable at all. You're used to it, but you know, you're working at it, so you are a bit knackered by the end of the day, and you want to get off it and get some beers. You feel connected with, you know, the sports tourer bikes. You know, every corner you're pushing them into corners, and you work in the road. Like these, just sit back, look at the scenery. We're hoping to do after obviously the big Norway tour in July. We're hoping to do either a Picos, northern Spain, probably a 5-dayer, or down into Austria. I think I'd prefer to do Picos. Stay at the Hotel La Ruta and stay there for a couple of nights. So first night sailing, second night, third night at Hotel La Ruta, fourth night back on the ferry. So yeah, back home by the 5th day. I think that sounds like a plan. What do you think? Who wants to come on that one? But yeah, I think I'm trying to organise that for later on. So well, thanks for watching, folks. I hope my rambling on has helped in some way if you're in the market for one. I personally really like the looks of them. I know a lot of people don't, but I really do. And if you want an easy bike to ride, either one of these two is your little ticket. We've got the conclusion of the 800 to follow. And you know, I thought I'd really struggle with that, finding it weird. You know, when you're pulling up to traffic lights or setting off on traffic lights, and you've got no clutch or gear pedal. I just thought it's going to take ages to get used to it. And you know, I've not even gone for gear lever once. I'm not sure you could fall in love with a bike like this. Andy, one of the guys who came with us yesterday, he's got the Triumph Tiger 800, but he's also got like R6s and street triples, speed triples, and he said he just purely has it for a workhorse. He doesn't care for it in any way, doesn't particularly like it, but it's easy, and you know, when you're buggering off to Scotland or you know, Europe, it's just what you want to use because it's easy. Makes life a whole lot easier. I can't see your back had ever hurt on anything like this because you're not you know, hunched over. Wind protection's spot on. So bloody easy. So easy. I didn't think I'd like the cornering on them at all, but it feels even easier than mine. Easy, easy, easy. And the gear selectors on your left hand, brilliant. Very cool. Dropper a gear. Change gear. Change gear. Brilliant. Love it. Love that. This is where it is for anyone that's interested in visiting the shop. So I just turned off Whitmore roundabout in Chesterfield. And it's your first right up here. First right again. Morning. Good. That's one. That's one. Egon's had to work, so I'm popping them both back. Ace, mate. Ace weekend. Yeah, brilliant. You are, yeah.
This is Pete.
Hi, Pete. You all right? How you doing? You all right? Yeah, awesome, mate. That. At first, I didn't like the 8. Yesterday morning, I didn't like it. But by the end of the day, I totally loved it. That's weird, isn't it? They're just so easy. So comfortable and so easy. Say 800's more exciting, and that one's got more grunt on it. Yeah, just easy. Easy as anything, yeah. So, I'll bring the other one straight back now then, so. Pardon?
Will we have time to brew up then?
Maybe when I come back, yeah. I'll run, one of them back. Whichever one, it don't matter. I'll take Egon's first then, and then, yeah. Some good photos come out as well, didn't they?
Yeah. That one that I shared this morning.
Yeah, with the scenery behind it. Yeah, there's loads more as well. I just put a few up. I'm going to try and put them all into the video, you know, and intertwine them in kind of thing. So, but yeah, I'll not be long anyway. Okay, mate. See you in a bit. So that's that then. VFR 1200 Crosstourer. Right, let's get Egon's home. Oh, it's going to seem weird now. Oh my God. I can't get over how weird this feels. Feels like I'm on a kiddie's bike. I've only had that for a day. And it honestly feels like I'm on one of them little monkey bikes. I wonder if Egon's lowered this in some way. Because I'm sure mine don't feel this low. I reckon his tyre pressures might be all over shop and all, because that don't feel like it wants to even turn.